got my hands on the most beautiful curly clip-ins, and I cannot wait to tell you guys how I got my hair to this point. So if you're interested, definitely keep on watching. So what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Abby, and today's video is going to be with Curlsqueen. So Curlsqueen sent me their 20-inch Water Kinky Curly clip-ins, and I'm just so in love with the texture of this hair, how it feels. And they also sent me this little goodie bag with a detangling brush, some extra clips, and this adjustable satin cap. All right, so now let's get into the preparation of my hair. So for this specific video, I'm gonna be doing the flip over method, which just basically means that I'm leaving out the front section of my hair to be able to style it to my preference. So I'm just sectioning off the front of my hair, and as you can see, I'm using very little amounts of hair. Like, I'm not taking out a whole bunch in the front. The purpose of this style specifically is to have minimal leave out, so that's exactly what I'm doing. And for the back section of my hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and braid down the back of my hair. I like to do this simply because it helps my hair tuck away, and I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit more secure. But after adding in these clip-ins, I realized that the flatter your hair is in the back, the easier the installation process will be, and I'll explain a little later. But I'm just taking my hair, and I did like 5 dookie braids back here. It honestly doesn't have to be perfect at all, because I promise you these clip-ins are going to hide every single part of the back of your head. If you don't know how to braid, that's actually okay as well, because with these clip-ins, you can simply just brush your hair down into 2 low ponytails and kind of clip it away so it's not shown, and that will work too. Now let's get into the details of these wefts. I'm actually really impressed with how much hair comes in each one of these wefts, and I really love the clips itself. This is the first time that I encounter clip-ins that have these types of clips versus the pointy ones that I've used in the past. And I really like the application process with these simply because it was pulling my hair a lot less. Actually, it wasn't pulling it at all. This one bundle of hair came with 2 5-clip wefts, 2 4-clip wefts, 2 3-clip wefts, and then it also came with 4 2-clip wefts. When you initially see these clip-ins, you might feel like it's not going to be enough, but I promise you this exact amount of hair is what you need to get a full look. Now let's dive into this installation. I'm actually very impressed because I was able to install all of these clip-ins in less than 20 minutes. This style is so convenient. When I'm telling you this is my new go-to, I love installing clip-ins in my hair, especially these Curlsqueen clip-ins, because they really are so softly textured and very easy to work with. So I start off with a 4-clip weft at the very bottom. This is because the bottom of my head is not as wide as the middle section of my hair. So I go with a 4-clip weft, then I do 2 of the 5-clip wefts in that middle section of my head to kind of go from ear to ear. So here is where I started encountering a little bit of an issue with installing the clips, and this is why I mentioned earlier that when you are doing your braids, you want to make sure that your braids are pretty flat, because this will allow you to clip the hair a lot easier. I really like the quality of these actual clips just because I know that they're not going to move, because in order to clip them, girl, I had to like really clip them things into the braid. But I know next time if I do flatter braids, or if I just kind of brush my hair down, it'll be able to grip a lot easier. But the fact that I was able to kind of tussle with it a little bit made me feel comfortable that my clips were not going to move at all. Now that I'm reaching the top section of my hair, I like to take the 3-clip wefts to add on each side. So on the left side, I'm using 1 3-clip weft, and then on the right side, I'm using another 3-clip weft. While I install these clip-ins, let's talk a little bit about the things that I really enjoyed with these clip-ins. First and foremost, perfect protective style. I love the fact that 1, it's a quick hairstyle that I can do, and 2, it looks like it's my hair. As you all know, I'm going through a transitional period with my hair right now, so I'm transitioning back into a healthier state with my hair. I've experienced a lot of heat damage and a lot of color damage, so the ends of my hair aren't as curly as I would want them to be, but the roots of my hair really blend well with these textures. Now, if you don't have curly hair texture like mine and your hair is more on the kinky side, or you might have hair that's on the wavier side and straight side. There are different options for you on the Curlsqueen website. So you can definitely check out their site to see which ones work best for you. And I'm telling you, you only need one bundle of hair. One bundle is enough for you to get a full look. So at this point, I've installed majority of my wefts. I'm just going to take another 2-piece weft right here and put at the top. And the last piece that I'm actually going to be including to cover up all of those tracks is my 4-clip weft. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this hair is looking really full, and this is with just using the pieces that they've provided for me in one bundle. I know I keep saying it, girl, but I'm telling you, you don't need more than one bundle. And this is just my way of doing it to protect my hair and put it away. But if you wanted to leave some of your hair out for a more voluminous look, you can also go with that option. Now let's get into styling my natural hair to kind of blend with these clip-ins. Now I'll start by saying that this was a pretty difficult process because my hair is not in the healthiest state. So blending this was a little bit tough, especially because my curls is not curling like they're supposed to. But I like to grab some water and I follow up with a curl cream and some gel. And what I'm doing is taking my Denman brush and pretty much defining my curls to the best of my ability for it to kind of look decent, you know? The Denman brush really does magic when it comes to defining my damaged hair. I like to take it, add a little bit of tension, and I kind of scrunch my hair to define those curls just a little bit more. And one of the things that I like to do also is take some gel and I kind of push the front of my hair back. This really helps with that flip over method because this allows you to do a middle part or you can do a side part of your choice. I did a lot of tucking with my hair to kind of hide the stringy textures into the curly clip-ins. And while I decided how I wanted to style my hair specifically, I was like, you know what, let me do my baby hairs. I feel like baby hairs make the entire style look way better. So I kind of swooped my baby hairs in the way that works for me. And once the edges were slayed, I honestly felt a lot more inspired to continue styling my hair. The best thing that I decided to do was actually wet the curly clip-ins as well so I can style it. So before I diffuse the curly clip-ins, I decided to diffuse my hair in the front. This is because diffusing just helps my curls look a lot more defined and kind of stay in place. So I did this for a few minutes and then I decided, you know what, let me diffuse the rest of these curly clip-ins so that it can look a lot fuller. Because I had just washed them, they were weighing down a bit. So diffusing them definitely helped the clip-ins look a lot fuller and bigger. Once my hair was dry and the curly clip-ins were dry as well, I decided to kind of tuck in my hair a little bit more to show you guys how the flip over method works. So here's a side look, and then this is a middle part look. There's no specific parts, but as you can see, it kind of gives that illusion that the hair is parted to whatever side you'd like. Because neither of these were working for me because of my damaged ends, I decided a half up, half down was going to be the move. This is actually my favorite hairstyle to do with clip-ins. And what I did was take that front piece along with some of the clip-in pieces in that front section of my hair and I tied it up. And as you can see, this ended up working perfectly. I'm absolutely obsessed with how these clip-ins look. It just blends so well. These clip-ins are so nice and full. They blend so well with your hair, and I love how dark it was because it was a true natural black color. I didn't have to cut it to style it or anything. Like, everything just worked out perfectly. So if you're interested in getting these clip-ins, I suggest that you do so. The link is in my description box below. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course I will see you in my next one.